as well. So here we are. Finally, something is working. So hello. How is everybody tonight? I was supposed to be streaming on my StreamYard so I could be on multiple platforms, but for whatever the reasons are, technology was not working with me. So I am here right now with you and wanting to know how everybody is feeling and doing. How is everybody feeling and doing? That's always my question. How is everybody feeling and doing? Oops. So I am here tonight with you to share the cosmic energy for the full moon's energy in Gemini. And what a powerful full moon it is. For those of you who have been following me throughout the day, I have been sharing a lot of information regarding this amazing moon's energy, as it is an amazing moon's energy in Gemini. And what does it all mean? And the title for today's show is this the right time to have those deep conversations? That is the deep hearted question of the night. Is this the right time to have the deep conversations? And in just a little while, you're going to find out whether or not it is the right time for you based on your sun, moon, and rising sign. So again, as I always say, if you have your natal chart available, to have that on hand, so you can follow along in regards to where your sun, moon, and rising sign is on your chart, what houses they are in, what placements they are in, because it's really important to understand. When we think about the full moon's energy, it is about where the light beams on is what's going to be released, theoretically speaking, in the energy field. And anytime we're releasing energy, we always want to fill that energy back up with the thing we want to bring in. So that is the highlight of today's cosmic energy forecast, as I will be pulling cards for all zodiac signs. So there'll be a 12-card spread that shows up. And if you are new to me, let me introduce myself really quickly. I'm Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Colon, your holistic integrative teacher, card creator, and reader. Super excited to be here to share this information with you today. This will be also available on my YouTube channel. If in case you're not able to watch this live, you can always catch it on my YouTube channel, which is Holistic Fitness Barry Colon. And I'm hoping that I am not freezing. Anyway, so as I'm saying, to have your chart with you so you can follow along. I will be reading for the sun, moon, and ascending sign, just to give you a little bit more information, just in case you did not catch me during the course of the day when I was sharing about this amazing information, this amazing moon information in Gemini. The moon went full at 4:15 a.m. And what does that all mean for every one of us? Why is this moon so powerful? Why are there so many astrologers speaking about this energy? Well, to start off with, we do have a major opposition energy going on, as we have 3 planets in the opposition sign of Gemini, which is Sagittarius. And those 3 planets are the Sun, Mars, and Mercury. And I want to speak about Mercury first before I dive into anything, because Mercury is the ruling planet to Gemini's energy, which is what's making this energy so much more powerful. Whereas when we have Mercury in Sagittarius and it being the ruling sign of Gemini, wow, it's like, let's take the plugs and see if they can connect or not. And perhaps they can, perhaps they can't. When we think of Gemini's energy, we think about communication because it rules the 3rd house. So you might want to look at your 3rd house energy and see what's going on there. What planets and what signs are sitting in your 3rd house. When we think of Sagittarius, we think of the 9th house energy, which is all about your higher learning, your higher consciousness, travel, truth telling, your dreams, whether it's in your daydreams or your night dreams. So when we have that blend of higher learning, higher wisdom, truth telling, our dream state, and then we have communication with others, how we collaborate, how we network, how we think, how we express ourselves, scheduling time to do all of that. And this could be a really great time to start some new programs as well. So for those of you out there who are entrepreneurs, maybe you're a writer, maybe you're an author, whatever it might be, this is a perfect time to start those new programs, new projects coming up. Perfect time for that. because of Gemini and Sagittarius at the same time. After all, Gemini is about writing. When we think about that moon's energy, it is about how you feel, because the moon's about our feelings. So I also want you to pay attention to your personal moon's energy. What house is that in as well? Because that will be amplified as well. So we're looking at a handful of things. So I'm going to review and then we're going to dive in. So we're looking at the third house, which is associated with Gemini or Mercury. We're looking at the ninth house, which is associated with Sagittarius. And we're also looking at your own moon energy. What house is that? So those three placements you really want to pay attention to. And for those of you who happen to have Gemini or Sagittarius, Pisces or Virgo, and I know I said it backwards, which are all mutable signs, pay attention to that as well, especially if you have those placements in the degrees of 1 to 9 degrees, because that means a major reset is taking place during this full moon. Remember that full moon's light is really amplifying what you will be releasing, whether you're conscious of it or not. I also want to put a little spin in the Mars energy when we talk about Mars, which is in Sagittarius. Mars is about action. It's a fire sign right along the sign of Sagittarius. So there's a lot of heat, a lot of fire being amplified right now. And that could be lighting you up to get motivated to do what you need to do. And also on the flip side, it could be causing you to be overwhelmed, a little distracted, a little ADHD, so to speak, where you got just too many things going on at the same time. So wherever you are on that chart, I want you to take a moment and just pause, breathe, and sort of ground your energy so you can take full advantage of this double fire energy between Mars and also Sagittarius, because Mars is that fire sign as well. So it's going to give you the energy, but it may give you too much energy where you get overwhelmed. No worries though. So when we think of the sun being in Sagittarius, which is that opposition of the moon in Gemini, the sun is about where you're going, your soul's purpose, your whole job to why you're here on this earth. And with that moon in Gemini is giving you that opportunity to really start asking yourself, what is it I want to create? Who do I want to create with? How do I want to collaborate? How do I want to network? And it may not necessarily be about those deep-hearted conversations. Not yet anyway. Now, when we spin back into our Mercury's energy, and the reason why I'm spinning back is because I want you to be mindful that on December 13th, December 13th, Mercury is going to start its retrograde. December 1st, it will be moving into Capricorn. December 13th, it starts a retrograde. And by December 23rd, the retrograde is going to backspin back into Sagittarius. So your opportunity for those deep dive conversations, if you need to have one, is really between December 1st to about December 7th. That 7-day window is your opportunity to have a deep conversation. So if there is somebody that you're not feeling a heart-to-heart connection with, that's when you want to have that conversation. In regards to creating and introducing your new programs and offers, now is the time for that. So pay attention to when is the perfect time for you to be communicating what during this energy. So here we have it. I want to dive right into our cards so we can really pay attention to what's in store for each and every one of us at this point in time. And giving you some insight. So again, when I read the cards, the 12 cards, I want you to pay attention to your sun, moon, and rising sign, or ascending sign as the other word. And you'll have possibly 3 cards to work with, possibly 3 chakras to work on, and lots of affirmations to play with. Now, if for fact you happen to be a triple threat, which means all 3 of your major signs, sun, moon, and ascending, are all in the same sign, then you're going to have 1 card to work with. You may have 2 of those major planets in one sign and then another in another sign. So you'll have 2 cards to work with. So wherever you are, now if you really want to go all out and be adventurous here and be curious to how to really work on healing, you can turn around and just take note of all the signs, because you do have all 12 zodiac signs in your chart. You have 12 houses, and each house represents a sign. So if you want to go and take a look at all your placements, where's Mars, where's Neptune, where's Jupiter, where's Venus? Go ahead and do that. Play around with it. Pay attention to where you do have Gemini and Sagittarius on your chart. Perhaps they are sitting in different planets for that matter, because that energy is going to be amplified as well. Any place you have the 4 mutable signs on your chart is going to be amplified during this full moon. And again, that's what's going to be highlighting in reference to what it is you are in the process of getting rid of, whether you are conscious of it or not. So again, just guiding you on this journey that you are on. This is supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be exciting. This is supposed to help you navigate through your journey. Whether you understand your chart or not, that's where I come in. That's where I'm here to play with you, to help you better understand where you are so you can be able to navigate. And this is not about, well, if I understand my chart, I'll never experience a challenge again. That's not what this is about. It just means you'll have the tools to be able to go through those challenges and not spend so much time in the challenge, where you'll actually be able to decide what direction to go sooner than later because of your tools. So just to give you a little bit of insight on my chart, based on just the moon, Gemini, and Sagittarius energy, my personal moon is Aquarius, which is in the 7th house. So what does that mean for me? Aquarius is about my community, my visions, and also reminding me to be patient. That 7th house is about that balance that I'm going to be bringing in. So this full moon is definitely going to be amplifying more balance into my life and helping me create a new community that's going to bring more balance into my life. And what that looks like right now, not quite sure. So I will definitely be sitting in meditation to visualize it. And then Gemini for me happens to sit in the 11th and 12th house. I don't have any planets there, but the 11th house is very much associated with Aquarius. So it's again my community. And the 12th house is about tying up those loose ends and really tapping into my intuition, my psychic abilities, and being in control and being in power to what that vision really looks like. And then I have Sagittarius in my 5th and 6th house. And in my 5th house, I happen to have Neptune there. So that's about the change. And now that I speak about Neptune, I want to remind you that today, early on in the day, we had a square between Mercury and Neptune. And what does that actually mean? Again, a square is when there's a little bit of friction, when two people are in a conversation and you're both talking at the same time, which means neither one of you are really paying attention to what the other person is saying. That's the square. And that's what Mercury and Neptune were doing at early part of the day. Let me see, did I write down that time? I thought I did, but I didn't. Let me see if I have it someplace. I do have it someplace because I have it on the calendar. But give me 1 second to check that out. Today, that square, that took place at 8:27 a.m. is when that square happened. So anytime we have a square, remember, it's like two people having a conversation at the same time, and neither one of them are really paying attention to what the other person is saying, which means nothing really gets resolved. So that Mercury and Neptune energy, Mercury's that communication. Neptune is about the higher learning, the spiritual wisdom that shows up. So when they're not connecting, there's a lot of confusion that goes on. And for me, I have Sagittarius in that 5th, 6th in Neptune. So massive changes coming through in that Neptune energy. And please keep in mind that Neptune is in Pisces at this time, no longer in its retrograde. And that plays a big role as well. After all, Pisces is about tying up your loose ends. So again, look at your chart and see what the full moon is highlighting for you and see what you're going to be letting go of. And more exciting, see what you're going to be filling that space with, because that's really important. Anytime we work on releasing something, we always want to make sure we're ready to fill that back up with the things we're looking to have in our reality, known as our manifestations. And remember that whatever it is you're manifesting, whatever it is you're wishing to manifest, know that the minute you set that intention for the full moon to release something and you set the intention to receive something else, know that instantly, as long as you start acting as though you already have it, instantly it's going to show up. That's how quickly manifestation really works. So pay attention to your thoughts. So I'm going to dive right in. and I'm gonna chat about our 12 signs, focusing on the moon, sun, and ascending sign. So wherever you have your moon, sun, and ascending sign, I want you to pay attention to that. I'm going to amplify the moon's energy in Gemini, and know that for those of you who do have your moon in Gemini, that this is a new beginning for you. This is a new start, a fresh start for you to do something different, and definitely highlighting the things you want to communicate about. And what is it you want to let go of? I need a little bit more room on my desk here. So for our did I really start with Geminis? I sure did. That's so funny. That is so funny that I started with Gemini. And I have to circle that because I'm going to forget. So I started here with Geminis. After all, that's where the full moon is. And I'm going to go back to Aries, but I'm going to start with Geminis because that's the card that showed up. So for you Geminis, this is about a career change. And this could very well be about this opportunity that we have with the moon and Sagittarius. Moon in Gemini, Sagittarius, sun energy, helping you to really put your offers out there, put your new ideas out there, start writing out those new ideas, which could very well be related to a career change. Third eye is about what it is you're visualizing. What is your vision? What is your deepest vision that you want to bring into life? That seven energy is about this career change is going to bring balance in. This is going to bring more of what is aligned to you at this time. So this is an opportunity for you to embrace a career change. So I'm loving that for Geminis. And like I said, I started with Geminis, but I'm going to go now to Aries and work my way through. So don't know why I went that way, but that's what I did. That's what I did. That's exactly what I did. Well, maybe what I'll do is I'll just go, you know what? I'm going to follow through and I'm going to end with Aries this time around. So pay attention to that. All right. So we're going to move into our Cancer energy. So Cancer, this is a perfect time. This moon is giving you the energy to really tie up your loose ends. Pay attention to what you want to let go of. Pay attention to your home, pay attention to your body, pay attention to your workspace as well. What conversations do you want to end? What new conversations do you want to start up? How do you see this transition happening for you? Your card is financial abundance. Financial abundance. Now, when we talk about this energy that we're in right now with Mercury in Sagittarius and the moon in Gemini, this could be a really perfect time for you to have that conversation about raising your rates. Again, this is your offers. You're setting up a new program. You're setting up new opportunities. So financial abundance is definitely on the horizon for Cancers. So letting go of your old ways of however you do what you do and stepping into that new. That 1-7 is your 8 energy, which is about transformation. See that vision, see it already happening, just very similar to what I said about Geminis. See it already happening. This is a perfect time that if you are not in your soul's work and you do have a 9-to-5 and you're still willing to stay there, this is a perfect time for you to step up and go have a conversation with your boss about a raise, a promotion. Financial abundance is definitely there for you. And if this is a time for you to shift gears and move into your soul's purpose, financial abundance is right there for you. So either way, you're on the right track for your Cancers. Love that. As we move into our Leos, you're about getting out to your community. You're about wanting to connect. After all, you Leos, you like to have fun. You like that spontaneousness. This is about your community. Maybe you're at this point in time where there's a community, there's a place that you go to that isn't really driving the way it was. You're bored. And maybe it's time to let go of that place. So think about that. What places are you tired of going to? What places don't have that fire in it anymore that's lighting up your fire? And taking consideration that the sun is in Sagittarius, fire sign, and Mars is also in Sagittarius, which is also fire. So there's lots of fire lighting you up to get you to go and let go of what you don't want. So this is about your higher self. This is really about tapping into your higher self, that Neptune energy, but also that Sagittarius energy as well. This is about that expansion. This is about being the master healer, that 11 energy. This is about being the master healer. How is your community helping you to be the healer? Who in your community is helping you to heal? This is what that's about. This is higher consciousness. This is higher knowing. So tapping in and asking, is the people I'm hanging around with, are these people my people? They might have been your people in your past and you might have outgrown them. So think about what it is you might be doing or what it is you're letting go of in this full moon's energy. Love that for our Leos. As we move into our Virgos, Virgo, this is about your work. This is about your work. This is about what it is you're doing at work. What is it you're doing at work? Does your work bring you satisfaction? Do you have joy? Do you jump out of bed saying, oh, I cannot wait to get there? Is it bringing you that much joy? And if not, maybe this is the time that the full moon is going to activate your energy that get you out. Know and listen. The truth and listen is your words here. Truth and listen. Listen to spirit and be real truthful to yourself. Are you doing something that's not filling you up? Are you doing something that's not fueling you? Pay attention to that. Trust that you are being guided and supported on your journey right now. That 3 energy is so perfectly aligned with the Mercury in Sagittarius and the moon in Gemini. There's something that you want to speak about. There's something you want to create. There's something you definitely want to do a collaboration on. So what is it? What do you need to listen to? What is your truth? Trust. Speak to spirit. Ask spirit to guide you on this journey in regards to what is your soul's calling. Listen. And by doing that, that's going to help you let go of whatever you don't need so you can be truthful to yourself. So you're no longer holding on to energies that's not serving you. This is your time to create the perfect energy for you. So plan it out for you, Virgos. Loving that. Libras, this is about travel. This is about paying attention to everything around you. Pay attention to all the conversations that's going on. Pay attention to those words you're hearing. Maybe you overhear a conversation. Maybe you're online and you hear someone talk about something. Well, that might be a message for you. So really pay attention to it and pay attention to your dream states as well. Keep pen and paper by your bedside because those dreams can definitely provide some major balance into your life right now. So let's see what's in store for you Libras. Leadership. Where do you want more leadership? Where do you want to be the leader? Where do you want to stand out? What do you need to change so that can happen? Do you need to travel to be the leader? Is there someplace you're traveling to so you can stand in front of a group and share to bring more harmony into your life? That double 5 is a reminder that this is about traveling for your soul's purpose. This is about what you want to let go of so you can be the leader. Are you in a position that isn't allowing you to really stand true for who you are? This is a time to let that go. This is a time for that transformation to take place so you can be a leader. Ground yourself so you can step into your leadership role. Ground yourself, get out into nature, connect with that moon so you can step into your leadership role. That double 5 is really about your soul's calling. This is about letting go of something. Letting go of something so you can be the leader. And that could be whether you're letting go of a relationship, letting go of a job, something that you can be the leader in, that you can step forth and transform. So that's your leadership role. Get grounded and massive changes taking place. Scorpios. Scorpio, this is that let go and transform for a new beginning for you. Utilizing this massive energy so you can see the light that the moon is shining on so you can really know what it is you're picking up to remove out. So let's see. There we go. The card for Scorpio is family. Bringing that balance and transforming what needs to transform. This is the what is the heart of the matter is the thing, the statement here. This is really also about what I said earlier, whereas if you do need to have that deep conversation with someone, I would definitely highly recommend waiting until December 1st through the 7th, so you can have those planets align with you. And just start preparing and start sending out that love to that person that you wish to have that conversation with. That 1-5 is 6. So you may want to reach out and schedule that conversation. Say, hey, can we get together for coffee? Maybe on December 1st or December 2nd. Would really love to have a nice, deep-hearted conversation with you, so we can really have a better connection. And use that so you can transform the relationship in the family. And remember, family is not just blood related. This could be about someone you're really close with, and maybe you just had a falling out, and that has caused the two of you to separate a little bit. Plan the time out to have that conversation so your heart can begin to feel lighter. But doing this between December 1st through December 7th, not sooner than that, because the planets will definitely not be in alignment with you. That will be that friction between, let's say, that Mercury and Neptune energy, where you're both going to want to talk at the same time, and you're really not going to get anything settled at that point. So there you have it for Scorpios. As we move into our Sagittarius, and I'm sure you Sagittarius are definitely feeling this energy. After all, the moon is in your opposition sign, and the sun is actually in your sign as well. So again, this is a fabulous, fabulous time for balance, bringing things into balance, bringing in that moon sun energy to balance things out, truth-telling, higher wisdom, speaking your truth, tapping into what you really feel. All of that energy is a powerful time for you. And also wanting to learn something. This could be a great time for you to take on a course that's going to bring more balance into your life as well. So you can feel more confident in what it is you're doing. Let's see what card is for you. Here's your card. Creativity. Yes, creativity. What a powerful card for you. That 6-6 energy works out to be 12. The only thing about that 12, it is the portal of your leadership role and your collaborations as well, working together as to collaborate your partnerships. Trusting this process at this time, trusting that there is something coming into alignment to bring balance back into your life where you might have felt a little scattered, especially with all the energy that is in Sagittarius right now. So pay attention to that. This is a perfect time for a reset, especially if you have your mutable signs where the degrees are between 1 to 9 degrees. This is a perfect time for that reset. Trust that as you tap into your creativity, you're going to start to see those changes come through, that collaboration taken through. And that will also enhance the way you communicate as well, because our creativity is a part of how we communicate. So I'm loving that card for our Sagittarius. As we move into our Capricorn, this is time to schedule. Schedule time to quiet down, schedule time to sit in deep meditation for healing, taking care of you. This is your time to take care of you. This is time to sit, connect with your spirits, your angels, your guides, to gain that wisdom that you are looking for. Gain the wisdom. It's also a great time on the flip side of that energy to make your announcements in reference to the new work that you're doing, your new projects you got showing up that you're bringing into 2024. So both ends, it could be about quieting down and connecting with spirit for meditation so you can heal. And then on the flip side, it could definitely be about scheduling those lives to let people know what it is you're doing, what programs you got coming in, what new offers you have going on. A powerful time for you at this time. So let's see for our Capricorns. After all, when we think about December 1st, Mercury will be entering Capricorn, and that's going to be a big energy for you at that point, especially before it dips back into Sagittarius. So get time to rest, maybe over the next, give or take, 4 or 5 days. Do that rest, sit with meditation, connect with your spirits, and then by December 1st, start expanding out, letting your peoples know all your new programs you have going on, all the new courses you might be teaching or even taking. Here's your card. Patience. Oh my God. That's so interesting, because here on one side we're saying You know, it's time to sit quietly, connect with spirit so you can heal. And then on the other side, it's about get your offers out there, let everybody know what you're teaching or what you're learning, taking, and then patience. Patience. Be patient with yourself as you go through this process. Be patient with your body as well. When I talk about Gemini or even Mercury for that matter, it's about movement as well, because Mercury, when we think about it, is about our cars. And our cars take us to where we have to go. The same thing with our bodies. We got to move our bodies so we can go where we got to go, and be patient with ourselves as we're in this process. That 4 energy is about the balance that's coming through as you are in that space where I see it as a scale of quieting yourself down so you can meditate and heal, and then getting yourself ready to share all your new programs, teachings, and etc. But being patient with yourself so you can have the balance of the two and really explore that joy in your heart of the two at this time. So I'm loving that for our Capricorns. So remember that again, that energy, that yin yang, when we think about it, rest and work, that yin yang, balance, balance, balance. All right, Aquarius. So for you, Aquarius, this is about change. This is about freedom. This is about courageousness so you can change. You need to be courageous enough to do something different so you can have a different outcome. If you're always going to do the same thing, it's going to keep you in stagnation. This is also about fun and adventure. And when we think about that moon's energy and that change, what is changing for you? Be excited about the changes that are coming in. And yes, sometimes changes could be a little scary because you may not quite see the full vision of it yet, but know that the vision will definitely come into a clearer vision for you the more you become connected with your visions. I know that might not have made any sense, but while you're in that process of being the visionary, make sure you have fun. This is definitely a fun time for Aquarius because you are the visionaries, and this is a perfect time to start seeing what is being released so you can make that space to come in. Massive change. Massive change. Talk about massive change, not just for Aquarius, but everybody else. Did you all experience that 23 portal, which is about massive change? I know I definitely was experiencing it. All right, the card for Aquarius. Manifestation. Yes. As you are the visionaries, this is a perfect time for you to sit and manifest. Really get clear to what it is you want to bring in and fill in that space as you are releasing whatever it is you are releasing. The massive changes that are coming through, you are letting go of things. Whether you're decluttering your closet or you're decluttering your mindset, you are definitely letting go of something. This is about understanding your higher consciousness and knowing that you are being supported on this journey. Whatever it is you're letting go, if something's being removed from you, know that that new door is going to open. All you have to do is start visualizing that it has opened already and that you're already receiving what you are looking for. That 1-9 is that 10. This is your soul's purpose. This is why you're here. This is why you get up every day. So start visualizing it and knowing that you are being supported. The heavens are supporting you, the earth is supporting you, and your community is supporting you. After all, you're an Aquarian. So that 10 energy is all about your new opportunities and choices and potentials coming through. Get excited. As we move into our Pisces, this is about your home. I speak of home as your career, your body, and your actual shelter, your family. What is it that you're letting go of? Are you letting go of something that's related to work? Are you letting go of something that's related to your body? Are you letting go of something that's related to home? What are you letting go of so you can have more balance? Because that's what it's all about. This full moon is going to help you bring more balance into your home, into your body, into your home, and into your workspace. So what do you want to have to let go? What are you ready to let go of? After all, Pisces are the most intuitive sign. You carry all 12 zodiac signs within your chart. Pay attention to where Pisces is on your chart. What house is there? Because that's really where that balance is going to come in. Pay attention. And after all, keep in mind that Neptune is in Pisces energy right alongside with Saturn for that matter. So do pay attention. And I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, Neptune has not gone direct yet. Neptune will be going direct on December 6th. So it's still in retrograde. I do believe I said earlier it was already direct at Saturn. So major shifts coming in. And this card showed up before and it's showing up again. Anytime we have a card that shows up multiple times, this is for everybody, not just the sign that I'm reading for. It's about leadership. So Pisces, this is about you being a leader. This is about you literally taking control. This is not about you working under somebody or having someone else guide you. You are the leader. This is where that balance comes in. You have to remind yourself that you are here to lead. That 5-5 energy is that massive change that's coming in. You are the leader. Are you leading? Sometimes you get a little distracted or disoriented, which is why it's so important to ground. When you're feeling out of sorts, ground your energy. Get outside into nature, go hug a tree, rub your hands underwater. Anything that you can do to ground. Grab a crystal, use essential oils, whatever it is you need to do so you can ground your energy, because massive change is definitely on its way. And it's really important for you to be the leader. Love that for our Pisces. So we're not done yet, because as I said before, I started with Gemini today, which is so unusual. So I'm going to now read for Aries. So we're going to move into Aries energy. And for Aries, this is about how you want to be seen, how you want to communicate, what it is you want to say, how do you want to express yourself. But it's also about how you want to be heard. You want people to hear you. So you want to put your message out there. This is a perfect time for you to really put your message out there and use the right wording. Like, for example, if you wanted people to find you on Google, you'll have those main words that are going to be highlighted. So when they're searching for you, they'll know exactly what to use. That's the same thing for you. You need to know your words so people will listen. So let's see what you need to know to make that happen. Oh, this card showed up again too. Family. So this could definitely be about having a conversation with family. You want to be heard. And remember that you don't want to have that experience of Mercury and Neptune when they were in that square energy. So you want to make sure you're having this conversation at the right time. That December 1st through December 7th energy is a more powerful energy for those deep-hearted conversations. So healing can take place and that your heart can feel full of joy and love. And that communication can just flow with ease. And that goes to saying that if there's a conversation you need to have at work, same thing. Wait, hold off, pause, allow yourself to just really pay attention and listen to what the other person has to say. Yes, your words are just as important, and yes, you want to express yourself, but maybe just take a minute, step back, and just really listen, because that's really important for the healing process here. And you will start to feel lighter in your heart as you experience this conversation. But you wait it out. You don't have that much more to go. And you'll see that things will work out nicely for you. Love that for our Aries. All right, last but not least, Taurus. Your partnerships, your relationships, your friendships. What is changing with all that for you? How is this moon's energy amplifying? What are you letting go of? What are you decluttering? Whether it's a partnership professionally or personally, what are you letting go of and what are you calling in? Because that's what this is all about. This is really about making sure that as you let go of something, you are filling up that space with something that you desire. So let's see what you need to know for this amazing energy. And for you, Taurus, do keep in mind you still do have Uranus and Jupiter playing in your sign. They are still both in retrograde, and they're helping you to expand and become more awakened and alert to all that there is for you in your partnerships. And this moon energy in Gemini is definitely helping you to explore how you communicate in those relationships. Are you a good listener, or are you just someone who wants to talk? So you might have to get rid of that energy of wanting to always talk, and really become a really good listener. And your card is domestic harmony. So we use the word domestic. It doesn't have to be just about home. This could definitely be about the workplace as well. But bringing harmony into that foundation, which is that 22 energy, that is the master builder. Communication, which is the throat chakra, which is helping you to clear that throat energy. And it's so funny because it's the first card tonight that the throat chakra is showing up. And considering we were all talking about the moon in Gemini and the placement of Mercury in Sagittarius. So it's so interesting that this card shows up for our Taurus in regards to your relationships. And what is it that you need to let go of so you can build, be the master builder in your relationships and bring more harmony into those relationships. So being a better listener or being able to speak up more, where do you fall in that scale? Do you need to listen more or do you really need to speak up more to have more harmony in your relationship, personally and professionally? So there you have it. I love that. I love that. And that was so fun that intuitively speaking, I was guided to start with Gemini tonight, as opposed to going to my usual regimen, so to speak. So I'm hoping that this helped you. Now, in case you are new to this and how this really works, again, go back, revisit this, check out your moon, sun, and ascending sign. Check out the colors that were associated with the cards. Those are the colors that are associated with your chakras. Do the work. Work on those chakras so you can begin to heal and really be more aligned to what is coming for you with this amazing energy. Now, do know that the full moon took place today, the fullest energy at 4:15 a.m. and we are in the midst of that full moon right now. The energy will stay with us a lot longer than we actually see the moon as its fullest sign. And know that this energy is definitely helping us to manifest things into our reality as we move into December and way into 2024. This is a perfect opportunity for you to really engage in your conversations when needed, tap into your higher wisdom, truth telling. Be the truth teller. And then also make a note that when Mercury backspins into Sagittarius again on December 23rd, and let me see if I have an actual date to how long that will take place to sort of give you a window of opportunity. Maybe it goes direct. Offhand, I don't have that date in front of me. Anyways, but when it does backspin into Sagittarius, that's going to give you an opportunity to really get super clear with truth telling. What you tell yourself. This is really about the conversation of truth for self. This is not about truth telling to somebody else. It's about self. So start getting in the habit of being truthful with yourself and what it is you really desire, and not telling yourself a story just because it's easier to stay where you are than to allow yourself to expand. After all, we are about the expansion. We are all about expanding in spiritual growth so we can evolve into our highest frequency possible. That's what we're here for. So I'd like to thank you all so much for being with me and being flexible enough that I was a few minutes late. After all, I was hoping to be StreamYarding as opposed to going live on Facebook, but here I am. This will be available on my YouTube channel, and you can catch it there just in case you missed. If you are watching this on the replay, I would love to know from everybody, whether you're watching on the replay or live with me, what is your sun, moon, and rising sign? And what is it that you are letting go of? What is this full moon really amplifying for you? Remember to look at your placements. Look at your personal moon. Look at where Gemini is. Look what Sagittarius is. And if you really want to get funky with it all, go look at your third house and go look at your ninth house, because that too are going to be energy where this moon is going to amplify for you. So all that being said, I look forward to coming back and sharing some more with you with other planets and other things going on as we are constantly in the shifts with our planets. The next energy that is about to shift, I do believe, like I said, on December 1st, we have Mercury entering Capricorn. So that's a big energy, and I will come back and share that with you as well. Till then, enjoy this energy that we're in. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. If you would like to schedule a self-growth discovery session, reach out. And if you would like to get a reading, a more personalized reading, an astral reading I would love to give that to you. Reach out to me. You can email healingwithin76@gmail.com. I'd be more than happy to sending you all of my services and their investments behind. Until then, enjoy the rest of your day or night wherever you are in the world. Bye bye for now.